Hey everybody, it's Justin here at This Just In. I've got another video for you. Now, I said in my last video that I was going to do a book review of The Wasp Factory. I'm not doing that tonight. What I'm doing here is a tag video. There's a couple of tag videos now that I've been sitting on. I stacked them up before, and I got them all out of the way, and then I wasted a week of not doing any videos, and now I've got more tag videos stacked up. So I'm going to see if I can catch up on some of those. I've got one that I'm going to do. It's a tag that was tagged on by the creator, Shelly Swearingen. It's the Are You Like Jane Austen tag. And she did a pretty great little tag, very creative video that she did there. I was really impressed with how she kind of dove into the life of Jane Austen. She learned enough to make this great, very thoughtful and creative tag. I'm really happy to have been tagged on it. It's really great. So you should check out that video, of course. And then you should check out mine as well, because I'm bringing it to you now. At least I hope so. So let's go ahead and get started with these prompts. Okay, number 1. Jane Austen was an artist and writer. Give yourself a point if you're an artist. Give yourself an extra point if you're a writer. Interesting question, because what is art? What might I do that would qualify me as an artist? I mean, I'm doing something creative, kind of, making booktube videos. I'm not sure how creative it is for me to sit here in front of a camera and talk. That's not all that creative, and not as creative as actually the video that Shelly made here on this Are You Like Jane Austen tag. And not as creative as some of the other videos that I've seen from some other great booktubers. So while I may have done some creative things, do they qualify as art? And does the 4 chapters I wrote of my unfinished horror Western novel, does that count as me being a writer? I don't think so. I've certainly done some creative things, but nothing I would qualify as art. Nothing I would put the label of art onto it. So I'm going to say that I get no points here. I'm sadly not an artist, though I could be. I could be if I worked at it. I do have some creativeness in me somewhere, I'm sure. But let's move on to the next problem. Maybe I'll get a point here on number 2. Number 2, Austen was born to a large family. She had a total of 7 siblings. Wow. 1 sister and 6 brothers. Give yourself a point if you have 3 or more siblings in your family. I was raised as an only child, which I think might explain sometimes why I get baffled when my wife wants to split food with me. I was like, no, I want all of this. This is mine. It's mine. You may have had to share it with your brother when you were growing up, but no, this is mine. Of course, I still share it. I grew up as an only child, so no, I don't get a point here. On number 2, I have my wife's family, her side of the family, her mother and her father. They each had a great number of siblings, but that doesn't count for me. And on my father's side, there's a good number of siblings there, but that doesn't count for me either. So no points there. Okay, maybe I'll score some points here on prompt number 3. Let's see. Austen did not enjoy her formal education. Give yourself a point if you did not care for school. I think I get a point here. School. I mean, at first I was going to say that school is kind of a mixed bag for me. Elementary school wasn't that great for me. I was kind of a teacher's pet in some of my classes, but that made me a target for bullies. And that carried on into high school some as well. And though I had a few close friends, both in elementary school and in high school, and I even had a girlfriend in high school that helped make high school a bit more bearable than it could have been without her and without my best friend, who I was very close with in high school. Still, a lot of nonsense, a lot of socially just was kind of a miserable experience for me. So I do get a point here. Jane Austen and I both kind of hated school. So 1 point for me here so far in this Are You Like Jane Austen tag. All right, let's check out number 4, dark humor. Dark humor is woven throughout Austen's writing. Give yourself a point if you have a grim sense of humor. You must share a dark joke in order to get this point. I think I do have a dark sense of humor. I know I have this warm, cuddly exterior that, makes me seem like I'm just happy all the time. But there's some darkness in me. Yeah, it's there. Just haven't seen it yet. And I'm supposed to give you a joke. I think I was supposed to put a joke in the comments on Shelly's original tag video, but I didn't. I'm going to give you the joke here. And I confess, I looked up a dark joke. I'm sorry, I didn't have it just in my back pocket. There was a time in my life where if you'd asked me for a joke, I would have had one at the ready. I had a collection of jokes in the back of my mind that I was always ready to bring to the front if somebody was interested in a joke. But I'm not doing that anymore, so I had to look this up. And this actually is on the dark scale of dark jokes I looked up. This is on the less dark side, but still a little dark. A man goes to a library and asks for a book on how to commit suicide. The librarian answers, "Screw off, you won't return it." Okay, so I have 2 points now as a result of that awful joke. I'm sorry. Okay, 5. Jane broke off 2 engagements and died a spinster. Give yourself a point if you're single. I'm not single. I will have been married 16 years this year in November. I've been married to my wife 16 years. So no, I don't get a point. Very happily married. So yeah. Then we go on to prompt 6. Austen experienced low periods or spells of depression. Give yourself a point if you struggle with mental health. Not that I'm aware of. Who knows? Maybe some of the struggles I've had in my life have been due to some mental health issues that I'm just not aware of, symptoms that have gone unrecognized. But I can't say that I get a point on this one. So let's see. Let's move on to this one, to the next one, 7. Jane moved away from her childhood home in her 20s. Give yourself a point if you've lived away from your childhood hometown or region. I moved away from my childhood home when I was 14. I moved from Southern California up to the Northern California Bay Area. I've been here the rest of my life since then. So while I do consider Northern California and the Bay Area my home, my childhood home technically was down south. So I do get a point here. I did move away from my childhood home. So now I have 3 points in this tag. All right, racking up some points here. Let's see how close I can get to Jane Austen. 8. Jane was not vain. Give yourself a point if you have very little interest in vanity. I think I get a point here. The prompt only mentions vanity, but in Shelly's video, she is a little more specific with regard to fashion and design. And I generally like to wear the same basic outfit. In the summer, I like to wear a t-shirt or short sleeve Henley and shorts. And that's it. Comfort is my goal, not fashion. In the winter, I like to wear, jeans or maybe cargo pants or something and a sweater. So yeah, fashion or vanity, not really my thing. So now I get another point. That brings us to 4 points. Speaking of fashion, I have something to share with you. So let's put a little pause on the tag here because I have something to bring to your attention. I was very excited to receive this today as a birthday present. This came from my father and my stepmother. Check this out. This just in t-shirt. I was pretty happy to get this in the mail. I think this shirt, this here is a perfect representation of me and my channel. There it is. No, this isn't merch. This isn't a merch sale. This is just my shirt. And it has a hashtag booktube on the back. I hope that showed up well. I tried to stand back far enough. I don't have the screen facing camera facing this way. So anyway, we'll see how it goes. I may have to fix it in post. All right. So now that we've got fashion out of the way, let's go on to prompt number 9. Hair was of little concern to Austen. Give yourself a point if you cannot be bothered with your hair. I think I get another point here. I mean, I like this. I like having my hair like this and short and don't have to deal with it. And before I had my hair like this, I cut my hair like this during the pandemic. I wasn't able to go to my normal hair stylist or not barber. It's the woman that cuts my hair. Haven't been going to her, so I just decided, I'm just gonna see how it goes if I just cut it all off. So I did, and so far it looks fine. My wife says it makes me look harder, which okay, sure. But before then, I would let my hair grow out a bit. Let me reword this. I let a lot of time pass between haircuts, and my hair would tend to get kind of long and kind of scraggly. So yeah, it's very clear if you have seen me throughout my life that this guy doesn't really spend a lot of time with his hair. So I get another point here. Does that bring me to 5 points here? Oh wait, of course there's my beard. Does this count? Did Jane Austen have a beard that she didn't care about and didn't trim very often? I don't think so. I doubt it. Okay, anyway, I think I still get the point, even though I've got the beard. I like my beard. Okay, let's move on. Prompt 10. Austen expressed her distaste for hot weather. Give yourself a point if you dislike the heat. I get a point. I don't like the heat. You can't control it, It's like it's stifling and hot and it's awful. You can't get away from it. In the winter, you can bundle up, you can drink a hot cup of coffee or maybe some spiked hot cocoa in the evening. It's winter, cold weather, rain. I love it. It's perfect. So I get another point here. I think that gets me at 6 points. So that's the end of our prompts. So now I get to find out how I fared as far as how much I'm like Jane Austen. So I scored 6 points in our tally here in our scoring system, 6 through 7. That's where I land. You and Austen are friends. Aw, you two could enjoy a long walk in the country and chat about all of the things you all have in common. Sounds good to me. A long walk in the country. Yeah, I like long walks. So there we go. That is the Are You Like Jane Austen tag. Like I said, that was a great little tag. I had a lot of fun with that. So nice job on this, Shelly. Thank you for tagging me on it. I'm very honored that you tagged me on your original tag. So now I have to tag somebody, and this is the part where I always mess up. I get all involved in getting my answers ready for the tag, and then here I am, challenged with the notion of finding somebody to tag. Hold on.
8 hours later.
Okay, I finally got sorted out who I'm going to tag on the video here. I'm going to tag, of course, Juan at Plagued by Visions, because he is such a Jane Austen fan. I know he read and loved Pride and Prejudice. He had so many wonderful things to say about it. I really want to hear how much he and Jane Austen are alike. I'm sure they're going to be like bread and butter. So Juan, I'm tagging you. I'm also going to tag Will to Read. He's a booktuber that I've been enjoying a little bit here and there. I should need to catch up on a couple of his videos, but I'm really enjoying his style as well. And I'd like to see him get some more views here. So Will to Read, I'm tagging you. And then I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to tag We Damage We on this. He's been doing a lot of guitar videos of late, although I've seen a couple of maybe booktube related videos scattered in between here and there. But I'm going to take a chance that he's looking at this and we'll get this far and see that he's tagged on this. So We Damage We, I'm tagging that channel as well. All right, guys. Thanks for checking out my tag video. Go ahead and check out the original video, Shelly's video, and thanks for watching. And this has been Justin at This Just In.